Hey, hello, how's it going? Welcome back to another 20 minutes till dawn video. It's me, Cranberry. How's it going? Hopefully you are doing well. A little tired. I think I mentioned it in the last video, but I had a long day at work yesterday. Still have my voice, which is nice, but I spent a lot of time yelling. So I might just be a little low energy in general as a heads up, as a warning. But on today's video, we're gonna be, the theme is very high energy, I guess, kind of. So we're gonna be shooting a lot of bullets. We are doing the Abbey crossbow build now. Abbey crossbow, one of my favorite OG builds from the norm from pre 1.0. But since weapon evolutions, God, I can't even talk today. Since weapon evolutions, this build has had an interesting buff to it, which we'll see in a little bit. Just giving you a quick peek at the rune page though. We've got Alacrity, Barrage, Glass Cannon, Ethereal. Nothing weird here. Pretty normal Abbey crossbow build stuff. Shield side, it's the same. It's the same old, same old. You know how it goes. And yeah, let's hop in here. Let's go to the pumpkin patch, and hopefully we do a lot of murders. Now, crossbow, it's a bit of an oddball weapon in general. Little strange, but I like it. I think it's a cool gun, and the evolution that it has is very neat too. Although, word of warning, like unironic, like maybe like potential seizure warning on this video. There's gonna be a lot of like flashing strobing lights. If you haven't seen the quantum crossbow or quantum bolt, I think is what it's called technically, the quantum bolt evolution for the crossbow, is gonna get a little trippy once we get there. I'm not gonna keep it a secret this time. I'm just gonna tell you right off at the top here what the evolution does. Basically, the quantum crossbow evolution allows shots to wrap around screen and come back on the other side again, basically, right? If you've ever seen The Binding of Isaac, there's a specific weapon or upgrade, I guess. I forget the name of it, but it's like a purple infinity sign, I think. And basically, the way it works is that same idea. When you shoot a projectile to the edge of the map, it actually wraps back around and comes from the other side of the screen. So if we're shooting these shots to the left, it would come back around the right and then keep going, basically, is the gist of it, right? We're gonna do that with Abbey. It's gonna get a little crazy. The thing about it that's important to note is that when you do spin with it, the projectile changes from this like straight line to kind of like this like diamond cube looking thing, basically. But we have Ethereal, by the way. We could spin, I guess, here. Either way is fine. Doesn't matter too much right now. But when it's going, it's really going. And God dang, been run down. It's very neat. It's very neat. It's very cool. I like the build a lot. It visually looks pretty cool, but it's like also genuinely disorienting. It reminds me. I haven't actually seen it, but you know how there's like the banned Pokemon episodes. One of them is like the one where it's like a bunch of Porygons and they cause seizures in kids like across the United States or whatever when the episode premiered. It's gonna be one of those situations probably today, if I were to guess. Probably what we're dealing with here. Be careful. Like unironic, genuine potential epilepsy warning on today's run. But I did mention also in last video that I might do a stream yesterday, and I did end up doing it. I did a little Fortnite, and it was a lot of fun. I won a game. I won a Fortnite. That was really neat. I enjoyed it. What do I take here, actually? This is an interesting question. Electromage, I guess, is fine here, especially when we're spinning, actually, so I'm going to go with that. I don't think it matters too much which one we take. But, we're going to have a pretty high fire rate when we're actually doing the spin moves here. I think Electromage is fine. Trying to be more open-minded about some of the perks that I, haven't been taking as highly lately. I talked to speaking of the stream, Jorgen, or technically I think it's pronounced, we talked about this actually during the stream. They're Jorgen, but their name, the O has like the line through it, so I think it's technically pronounced Jurgen. We talked about Train Dragon, which has been a little bit of a meme lately, of me saying I respect you, Train Dragon, but not today, and just never taking Train Dragon. And I stand by. Listen, I respect it more now, but it's just not that high on my list of priorities. I'm sorry, and it keeps showing up at bad times. And then, you know, by the time it does show up at a not bad time, it's so late in the run it can't be good. It's just tragic. I'm sorry. But you know, if you're part of the cult of the train dragon, I know you're there. You can't stop me. Your efforts will be in vain. But I will take it one day and it will be good, I'm sure. Someone did ask for a video where I take all of the summons. Basically, that reads to me as just doing maybe a pacifist bit run, which I haven't done in a little while. So that might be fun. I might do a couple pacifist runs in a little while. There are some interesting pacifist runs, and it's not what the person asked because they wanted me to take all the summons. But one of my favorite pacifist builds I've ever made was the Scarlet pacifist build, which actually is the only build that I've actually used that uses dedication correctly. I think except for maybe some like spark builds. Oh, whirlwind first. Ugh. I've had some spark builds use dedication correctly, but I think even then cadence is the better pick even for those builds. But I have a Scarlet pacifist build where I just spent the early game just not attacking enemies. I played specifically on the forest, so that way you have the enemies that would actually blow themselves up, so you can get some experience. You know, I'm gonna take aim here actually. I do want Pyromage eventually, but I want Assassin still too. Ooh, time to spin. Shit, I got distracted. What was I talking about? I don't know. Oh god, I didn't even get to Fortnite. Oh, Train Dragon. Maybe. No, I think I already finished talking about that. I don't. There's a cult. There's a Train Dragon cult. You can't stop me. It's a shame that it always shows up so late in runs for me. I don't know. I think I had moved on, but I forgot what I moved on to. So I feel like I'm just going to be constantly talking in circles now. What a mess. I don't hate Armed and Ready here. Armed and Ready is fine. Pacifist run. Pacifist, that's what I was talking about. Sorry. Pacifist run. Scarlet Pacifist build. Pretty cool. But that one specifically uses Ghost Friend as the only summon, basically. And I think Ghost Friend with Dedication as a perk, I think is worthwhile. I think that's pretty cool. Other than that, because Dedication like has weird... I mean, maybe it's been fixed. I haven't checked it in a while. But pre 1.0, Dedication was bugged, and it wouldn't work with... it wouldn't work with Dedication. Like, if you used Batgun Dedication and you only had one summon, for some reason it would cause some sort of bug and it would like just stop working, like as soon as you leveled up. Basically, it was very weird. You'd be like, let's say for example, level 2, you take Ghost Friend, right, as your first summon. So now you finally have an actual summon, and Dedication does work for a little while. But then for some reason, as soon as you get your next level up, no matter what you take, Dedication just stopped working. It was a very weird bug. I don't know what the issue was, but it did work with the Scarlet build, I think. Although maybe for all I know, maybe it also stopped working. It's so hard to tell sometimes in this game what is and what isn't happening. I like Soul Expand here. I think I like Magnetism more. Those are both fine. They're both actually pretty bad perks in the grand scheme of things, but it's not the, you know, it's whatever. Okay, let's try to get some damage on the reindeer here. What do I want here tome-wise? I'm not sure. Tome of Might's pretty fine because it's a flat damage increase, which is pretty cool here. Tome of Go Fast is pretty cool with the Tome of Go Fast is pretty good with the Whirlwind we just got, which is normally a pretty bad upgrade, but I guess this does kind of convert it more into at least a little bit of a damage buff. Even if it's not all the time, it's at least sometimes. Game really hates me today. They're giving me non-stop dookie here. I don't want to summon here. I don't want Ghost Friend. I don't want Magic Spirit. Neither of these help me that much. I don't love Magic Lens, but it's okay. But I'm going to go a little bit out on a limb here. I'm going to take Vitality. Only because if we get Tome of Might, I'm going to be very happy that we have a little bit of extra bonus HP. That's it. That's the only reason. Not a great reason, but I mean, those are all just kind of bad perks there. A Ghost Friend is fine, though. I suppose if you get, like, Best Friends. Not terrible. I don't know. I just don't want the summon perks if I can help it to prevent perk bloat. That's all. And we get Tome of Speed, and the Tome of Wind, that's the Tome of do damage when you go fast. I think that's the one that I want here. I will take it. Does lower your damage a little bit, but I think overall this should hopefully end up being a damage increase. If not immediately, then in the long term. It'll hopefully be a little bit of a buff. Might also just be a buff now, I don't know. It's so hard to tell sometimes in this game. Also, I would not be shocked if this perk just doesn't work correctly and is not adding the damage debuff. I wouldn't be shocked by that either. Reaper rounds here, very good pickup. Happy to see that. Still need to see rapid fire so we can get death rounds. You know, I should have talked about the build more in general. I shouldn't assume everyone just knows what the Abbey crossbow build is. If you haven't seen me play this build before, it's one of my favorite builds. Pioneered by, I believe it was Arn, aka Blue Arn. Just one day randomly in a comment, I was like, yo, I got a great build, you gotta check it out. It's really, really strong. It's Abbey with the crossbow. Crossbow has an insane base fire rate. So if you take Ethereal and you just do the spin move, it does crazy damage. And it is really good. And I was like, you know what, this is a novel idea. I will try it out. And I tried it out and the build worked really well. And then I fell in love. It's like a fanfire here. I want to see mini clip on this run. So I like that. Yeah, it's just because it was it's just one of my favorite builds. Someone was like, yo, I got a really cool out there build idea. Never been done before. Check out this brew I've got. And it was like, yo, this is actually really cool. So that's why I like it so much, I think. It is a very strong build. It might not be as strong as some of the Spark builds. It might not be as strong as some of the Backgun builds, but it's close, if not equal to them. And then someone just came up with it, and it's like a really cool just idea for a build too, which is why I like it. And if you have a cool, great idea that I can steal credit for, let me know, and I'll use it. Now we take Pyromage for Barrage. Now it's a good time for it, probably. Okay, we're almost in Quantum Crossbow Town. Almost there. You know what? I'm not sure if I've actually seen all of the crossbow evolutions. I only played the one crossbow run. I think it was back when the crossbows only had 2 evolutions possible, or when all the weapons, not just the crossbow for the record, but in the closed beta before 1.0 came out, there was a time where only, hold on a second, there was a time when only 2 evolutions showed up for the weapons, and then people gave feedback along the lines of, hey, I think it would be neat if all 3 of the evolutions showed up, which I don't know. I generally am in favor of it. I think it's fair to make the argument though that, you know, variance in a game like this is good. You don't want every run to be the exact same thing. You don't want to be able to just get every perk you want every single time, all the time, forever. I think that's a fair thing to say for a game like this. Ooh, give me the mini clip here. But I think it's also fair to say that too much variance can make the game bad, right? So I think there's got to be like a healthy middle ground, and I think I could go either way on evolutions being only 2 or evolutions being all 3. I could be convinced either way. I think I lean towards showing all 3 evolutions though, because they are really important, like foundationally important for your run, oftentimes. And if you see the wrong evolution, your run just might just not work, right? So I think it makes sense to show all of them. Anyway, Wind Bolt, by the way, pretty cool here, considering that we have the movement speed thing going. A little bit of a buff. Also cool that Wind Bolt has movement speed and a walk speed bonus as well, which basically means you're going to move faster while you're charging the shot, which is neat. And then you're going to move faster overall. Quick load, kind of cool. I haven't played with this at all. I wonder how much faster is. Right? Can I just spam left click and shoot full power shots with this? That's what I want to know. But today, either way, these are neat. Either way, we're playing the Quantum Bolt crossbow, which is going to go pretty insane here. When you see a oh, they already converted the shots, right? So I want to give them a chance. Am I spinning right now? I'm spinning. That's why. Okay. Let's give it a chance to cool off for a second here. That's one shot. See those weird little squares? Those are the bolts now. And when we go Travis Scott sicko mode here, you know what? They actually changed it. I think they're smaller now. I feel like they used to be bigger. But maybe I haven't got, you know what I need to probably get big rounds, or big bullets, whatever they're called. I think once you get that, the shots will be a lot more big. Because we are just popping off the right click shots, so they're not charged at all. It would definitely give me blazing speed here. Love to see that. But yeah, when these shots get a little bit bigger, the screen genuinely becomes, or again, maybe it's been changed since the playtest. Maybe they've been made less disorienting because they were very disorienting before. It's not so bad now though. I can live with this. As you can see, this does just crush the screen. We're at the 10-minute mark. The screen's supposed to be full of enemies right now. There's nothing here. It's absolutely just, you know, wiping the floor, so to speak. Normally there's like a ring of XP around you. It is just all on the edges of the screen here. Out of, you know what? I think it's time. It's time to take Train Dragon. Let's do it. Train Dragon gang, rise up. It's happening. Get fucked, idiots. We're taking Age Dragon, baby. Woo! That's so funny. That's so perfect. Oh man, and I hope we never fucking see it again. Dragon Bond, perfect. God, I'm so good at this game. Anywho, hopefully you guys, I usually say to the start, but hopefully you guys are doing well though. I did, you know, I think I got distracted. I was gonna talk about it a bit more before. I did do my Fortnite stream yesterday. It was a little fun. I might do a stream tonight, although I'm feeling just really tired in general. Like my muscles hurt. So I don't know if I'll be doing a stream today. I said I was gonna do one yesterday at the end of the stream, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll see how I'm feeling a little bit later in the day. But maybe, hey, maybe check out the Twitch page. Maybe come watch the stream. Maybe not. It's fine either way. I understand that live content is not for everyone, and some people just want to see the final product, right? Which is perfectly fine. But if I'm being honest, like, these videos are more or less the same as my live content. Like, this is not a very, you know, finely curated product you're seeing here. This is just me booting up the game and playing a run. Maybe with a little bit of thought put into it before I actually start the video sometimes. Other than that, what you see is what you get here, more or less. Nothing too crazy going on. However, if you don't like Fortnite, that's also understandable. You know, I think Fortnite... So actually, someone left a comment about it recently that I thought was really encapsulated how I feel about the game. Where it was kind of in this weird, not really so much cringe spot for a while, but it was more just like, not something that I cared about, I guess, is how I would put it, really. But then it sort of just, through sheer absurdity of how many characters and how much they added to the game, it became interesting in that sense, right? Like, it is always fun. Like, I never stop laughing every time I see Goku in Fortnite. Which you see a lot, there's a lot of Gokus. There's a lot of them. I'm never gonna stop laughing when I see Goku. I'm never gonna stop laughing when I see Rick from Rick and Morty, right? That shit's always gonna be funny. No matter what. So yeah, I don't know. Ooh, we get an assassin here. Love to see it. There's something to be said about enemies getting closer to you and spawn rates. I don't know what it is. We're gonna have a low kill count here, I'm pretty sure, with this run. Because the bolts just clearing the entire field seem to cause some issues with spawn rate. Like, you know, we're obviously just, like, literally eviscerating the entire screen. Like, there's so many tiny little bolts. You ever see, like, you ever learn in science class when they're talking about, like, radiation, and it's like alpha particles can barely penetrate things, but they cause a lot of damage if they hit you, and then, like, you know, what it's like alpha is beta particles too. Beta, by the way. It's like alpha, beta, and like gamma are the three main types of radiation, I think, right? Mainly, when it comes to like, you know, thing at the atomic level, or maybe, I don't know. It's been a long time since high school chemistry. Leave me alone. Also, like, half this shit is probably not even correct anymore that I learned. But anyway, those are like the three you have, like, you know, like positron emission or whatever. Anyway, leave me alone. The point I'm trying to make here is that you always see that thing that it's like alpha particles can go through like a paper, and they get like beta particles can go through like a you know, a wall, and then like gamma particles can go through, like, you know, 12 feet of concrete before they get stopped. This shit that we're shooting, these are gamma particles that we're shooting. This shit is tiny little particles. They move super fast, and it's like turning the game into Swiss cheese, basically, right? But the issue is that the game doesn't like being Swiss cheese. For some reason, becoming Swiss cheese seems to make the game angry, and it spawns less units, is my experience. But I could be wrong. I can and maybe probably am wrong about that. So take that with a grain of salt too, I suppose. You know, for a long time, us dummies thought that Assassin was the most broken perk in the game, which we were right, but we were right for the wrong reasons. We just thought, oh, the you know, the damage, the effective damage increase scales with enemy strength, HP, which generally scales faster than your damage, so it's actually a really good damage increase throughout the entire run to have Assassin. That's why it's so strong. No, Actually, it was just doubling your kills the whole time. That's why it was so strong. That's why your kill counts look so much higher, which, you know, hey. You know how it go. Maybe, you know what? Someone actually made an interesting point too on one of my videos earlier today too. Maybe the reason why Frost seemed like it wasn't that good was because it had some sort of weird... God, I hate you. I hate you, by the way, you fucking piece of shit. You always scare me. Maybe the reason why Frost was looked upon so negatively... Yo, it's finally time. Train Dragon fans, rise up. This is your chance. We're doing it. It's finally happening. Watch. I am become death. Train Dragon. Can't believe Christopher Nolan's making a movie about Train Dragon. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, what was I gonna say? I forget. I don't remember. I remember nothing. I saw a Train Dragon, my mind just fucking went blank. Anyway. I'm trying to get back on the train of thought. It's gone. And it's not like last time, it's just gone forever. Never coming back. What do we get here for our tome? I mean... The thing is that when we spin, this doesn't count. So Tome of Stillness is actually pretty sick here. Tome of Speed is nice too because we have the Tome of Wind. So we get a damage buff off of this as well. But I'm going to go Tome of Stillness. I ain't afraid. We're going to spin. And you can still move while spinning. It's crazy. Although you can't move now. Right now when I'm pre-spin, I can't move. Do I care about kill clip? I don't know. I don't think it matters too much. I don't think kill clip affects guns with only one ammo, but I'm not sure. This is something that I haven't been able to really verify, but it feels to me at least. Oh, here we go. Now here comes the... Now they have that double bullet size from Tome of Stillness. Here comes the seizure warning. We're getting there. Where did what's his name go? Terry didn't die. Where did Terry go? Whatever. He's down here somewhere, I'm sure. Out of these, give me... It doesn't matter. Give me Intense Burn. Who cares? Oh, that's what it was. That was the, Assassin Bug. There's a theory someone told me recently that I think might hold some water, because who knows how Assassin was working. All we know is that, all I know, is that there was an issue with Assassin where sometimes or most times it would double count kills, but not always. People weren't exactly sure what the condition was that was causing Assassin to not count kills. Maybe it's not the only condition, but maybe one of the conditions was that either Frozen or Shatter, or enemies killed by Shatter, were not counting double towards Assassin. That might be why Frost Mage was perceived as such a low kill count perk. It might not be as bad as we initially thought. Something to keep in mind. It's something that needs more testing now to see. The Yuki run that the other day I had like what 13.5k kills, which is pretty good. Pretty good numbers with the you know post assassin bug fix. So I don't know. It's something to think about. I think we should go into testing things out in this game with as little bias as possible, right? That being said, I wouldn't be shocked if Frostbite or if Frost Magic in general is an overall kill count reduction. Right, but I wouldn't be shocked if it had a weird interaction with Assassin as well that was causing the kill counts to only be single counted before. If you don't know what I'm talking, I gotta stop pretending that people I gotta stop acting like people know what I'm talking about half the time. And if you didn't know, there was a weird bug with Assassin. It's fixed now, but the perk Assassin used to double count your kills. It was a bug. It got fixed recently, but for like months and months and months, everyone was like, "Yo, Assassin is so good. Look at how much higher my kill counts are with this perk." And people were like, huh, it must be so good. In actuality, it was bugged the whole time. But, now we know, the more you know. Alright? I'm going to go for an XP lap here. Oh, finally soul power. But I do like the idea of big shots to make them even bigger, honestly. It's like the same amount of damage. It's actually more damage we'll have to take this here. This is 45. This is a maximum of 50, but we don't even have the spirit hearts for it right now. We still need to take soul expand. Give me the big shot. Okay. I mean, I would love to take Frost Mage now if it were to like be like, oh, maybe we can once and for all prove that Frost Mage doesn't hurt your kill counts. This video is already kind of, you know, a little fucky with it because of how this look at this. Look at this shit while I'm moving at the same time. It's actually like disorienting. I'm trying to find the XP and I just can't follow it very well. Rubber bullets, sure. I'll take a fire rate increase. Why not? Anywho. Anyway, in conclusion for today's stream, I'll give you the wrap up here. We'll do a brief synopsis here. TLDR on I don't know why I'm putting it at the end. Shouldn't do that. It doesn't make any sense, but we're here now. TLDR on today's live stream. Video, not live stream. God. Talked about Fortnite. No one called me a simp, which was very cool. Last time I talked about Fortnite, I appreciate that. Very neat, very cool. That guy has never come back, which I'm happy about too. Very happy that that guy and the guy who called me a commie have never come back since then. Very happy about that. If you're still watching, please fucking stop watching. You're not welcome here. You know, whatever. Unless you've changed your mind and renounced your ways, then, you know, then we can have a civil conversation. But if you're still a piece of shit, then, you know, go away. I don't even think I'm a communist. Right? Socialist and communist aren't even the same thing. And even socialist is a strong word for, like, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm a socialist. I'm not sure. I don't know. Either way. I am pogged up. I'm pogged up and I'm pegged up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Video's over. You can stop watching now. You don't need to see the kill count. Trust me, it's a 27k kill count. It's a new world record on today's video. You don't have to watch the end. You can go now. I'll see you next time. Peace out. What do we look? I mean, it's like 9k here. I think it's pretty low. Oh, actually 12k. That's not too shabby. That's better than I thought, but you know, whatever. It's still weird. It's still weird. Like when you look at like how effective we are at just constantly killing the whole screen. Why are we getting less kills here than in the Yuki run we did last time, right? So, something to think about. I don't know. I will see you later. Bye-bye.